Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Thursday, currently 12:20 in the afternoon. We've been online for about 20 minutes. This is our first order here. We just picked it up from Mesa Mediterranean Grill. Showing as a catering order. It is kind of weird that it doesn't have an on-time pay on there. I've never seen one without one. That's kind of strange. But I think it was showing us $13.50, 20 something items. It's not going too far. The biggest wild card in his order is the merchant. Mesa Mediterranean Grill is typically extremely slow. But I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and risk it. It could be a bigger payout, you never know. So I walked in, it wasn't ready, obviously. But she did tell me it was only gonna take about 5 more minutes. And she seemed like it was genuine because they had a bunch of bags, so I thought they were almost done, right? So we only waited about 5 minutes. So I give them credit for getting it done at least, but now we're back on the road. I don't really know what to expect. Never been to this building before. It's a hand it to me, but right at the bottom, leave on my door. And it's an office building. I know that from the address, so I'm not entirely sure where I'm gonna leave it at. I'm probably gonna have to call them, but regardless, I think it's gonna be a great way to start the dash today. Like always, the goal is gonna be 200 bucks. We're dashing until 7:30, so we got ample time. Hopefully it's busy. I was texting my boy Dash Bandicoot, and he told me it was popping, so I was like, okay, cool, it's gotta be popping. I trust him. I couldn't get out here any earlier. I've been getting home from work super late, so I still gotta get some sleep, you know. But tomorrow I think we might get up a little bit earlier, because, you know, why not? Try to make some money. But yeah, today it's a beautiful day. I know it seems gloomy in the background, but it's like 70 degrees. It's a little bit windy, but other than that, I love it. I'll take it. It's like that perfect, like, you know, you're cruising weather. You put the windows down, you're blasting your music. I'm not putting the window down because, one, it's windy, and I feel like that way you guys can hear me better. But regardless, I think we're gonna have an awesome day. We'll see you guys at the drop. Alrighty guys, we just got the order dropped off. Luckily they were outside waiting to help me out. And I've seen it all with DoorDash, okay? I've seen it all. So for it to be a catering order, the base pay was extremely low. $2.75, and the rest was all tips. So I mean, I'm grateful. We still made almost $35, but I don't understand the base pay. Specifically for catering orders, the base pay is always high, or, like, you know, higher than that. So again, I don't understand. I feel like I would love to just talk to someone that could explain it to me. Like, hey, this is the logic behind the base pay, or post it somewhere. Is it posted somewhere? Let me know. Because it doesn't make any sense. But on the bright side is we're basically $35 in the bag, which is awesome, secured. Currently 12:33. We got about like a 10-minute drive back to the town center, but still, like I just said, I don't get it. I don't get why the base pay is so low. And I couldn't even take a screenshot of, you know, when you finish the payout right away, because I got to order instantly from Taco Bell. But I see that I saw it briefly for like a hot second, so I'm pretty sure the base pay is at $2.75. But yeah, anyways, let me get back to the town center and we'll see you guys on the next order. Alrighty guys, after declining so many orders, we finally have a decent one here from Papa John's. I think it's showing $7.50, like 3.5 miles. We'll take it, because again, I've been getting 18-mile orders, 15-mile orders, or the opposite, 225s, 375s for, like, you know, 7-8 miles. We're not doing that. So when this one came in, I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and jump on this. I got a feeling the food is ready anyways, because Papa John's is really fast. At least my local one is. So yeah, we'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, we got the order dropped off from Papa John's. It was just $7.50, so we're sitting at $42.07. Not too bad. Currently 1 o'clock. So I'm hoping that we can just, you know, keep getting more orders. I'm getting a lot of orders, but again, low quality orders that we're not gonna take. We're just not gonna take low quality orders. Look at this one, sweet green, 1 item, 3 miles, $5. Just not worth it. But yeah, so we'll see you guys on the next one. Alrighty guys, we just picked up our next order here. It's been about 15 minutes, maybe 20 since last doing the drop off from Papa John's, but this one is from On the Border. Now, I'm not a huge fan of On the Border because it's typically pretty slow, but it's slow as it is, and $7, 3 miles. I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and do it. Worst case scenario, I do a little bit of waiting, or I assign it, but the food was ready. And I just want to stay active right now. It's basically almost 2, it's 1:45. So, you know, from 2 to 4, lately it's been super slow. So I'm gonna try my very best to stay active. We'll see you guys on the next. Alrighty guys, we got the order dropped off. It became 7:25. Now we're making our way back to the town center, but we're gonna take the scenic route. We're gonna go by Fin Thai, maybe Chick-fil-A, maybe get something. But you know what I didn't do this morning that I should have is check the weather. I typically always look at it just briefly, but I didn't scroll all the way down, or I would have seen the rain. It's raining. It's supposed to rain tonight, so I didn't bring my jacket because I thought it was gonna be 70 all day, maybe a little bit windy, but now I'm cold. Anyways, I have a jacket at work, so I'm fine for tonight. But yeah, definitely gonna do a better job of reminding myself that Virginia weather is so unpredictable. But yeah, so now it's 1:55. We're basically almost at $50 for the entire day. So we're 150 away from hitting the goal. It's possible. Hopefully it picks up. We'll see you guys in a bit. Guys, so unfortunately, we did not get any orders through the scenic route. But we do have an order now. We just picked it up from North Italia, 625, less than a mile. The food was ready. Great order. So again, it's one of those days where I'm getting a lot of offers, but there's a lot of garbage in there. So, you know, we have to kind of just get rid of the garbage and then find the good ones. So yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Alrighty guys, so after dropping off the order from North Italia, we basically waited for another 15 minutes, maybe a little bit less, and we got this order from Chipotle, 625. I think it's like 2 miles, and then they stacked it an additional $6, so less than a mile. Both orders were ready, which is awesome. So now we're on the road, currently 2:35. Let's go. Alrighty guys, we got the orders dropped off here from Chipotle. Now we're sitting at $71, I think, with some change. So we're doing pretty good. You know, hopefully by 4, I want to be at $100. I'm hoping we can do it. I think it's possible for sure. I'm waiting for that one order from Grubhub. Lately, I'm getting one good order from Grubhub the entire day, and it always typically comes around this time. So we'll see. It is basically one of the slowest hours. It's 2:50 right now, so 3 to 4 tends to be awful. But I'm hoping it's not today. You know. Again, the goal is $200 by 7:30. Can we do it? I think so. I think so. We're gonna. I mean, we definitely have a stronger March this year than we did last year. Which is kind of weird to me because I feel like this month has been really, really slow. But I guess maybe last year it was worse and I just didn't realize it. I don't know. I'll throw up some screenshots from my earnings from last year compared to this year. And it doesn't include today, which is the last day of the month. But yeah, so anyways, April, it's going to be a fresh month. And I'm going to use my numbers from last year more, like I keep saying. Because I feel like that's a really good, you know, I wanna challenge myself against myself. You know, it's the same area, same merchant, same customers. The only thing that's different is, you know, we got the thing going on with Ukraine and Russia. We got Will Smith slapping people. What else do we got? We got football team. It's not called the Commanders. Awful team. Tom Brady retired and he unretired. Bruce Arians is not the coach anymore. Now he's in the front office. Like, there's so many things going on this year that did not happen last year, you know. But I think it's just a good tool, you know, for me to use against myself. So I would definitely recommend Gridwise. It's free. Even the free version gives you plenty. I think the paid version more applies for like ride sharing, like, you know, Uber, Lyft. I feel like they give you more stuff towards that, and that's not really what I do, so it doesn't really affect me. But yeah, so let me make my way back to the town center. We'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, we're still making our way to the town center, and I didn't realize I had a cop behind me and a cop next to me, and I was declining an order. And I do have tinted windows, so, you know, I'm pretty sure they didn't see me on my phone because Virginia has this, like, you know, hands-free thing going on, and technically it is hands-free because I'm not holding my phone, but, you know, I'm sure they could argue and say, we saw you hold it, and then they would get me for everything else, like, because before they could pull you over simply for having dark tint, right? Then the law passed saying they couldn't do that, but it can definitely be a secondary offense, so they could pull me over for something else and then tack on my tint and whatever else they want to do, you know. But luckily the cop just got behind me and then he turned, which is awesome, because for a second I was like, man, I was totally not looking at the road for a hot second. But yeah, whew, you know, that was woke me up. It woke me up. You know, when you have that feeling of a cop behind you, even though you probably didn't do anything wrong, you're like, man, if he pulls me over, it's gonna take probably at least 20 minutes. You know, 20 minutes that you're never gonna get back. You know, and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, I think I've been pulled over once when I was dashing, and that was like 2 years ago, and he just gave me a warning because my brake light in my old car, it worked half the time. So it was funny, when he pulled me over, I guess it wasn't working, but then when I actually stopped and I hit the brakes, it actually worked. So he was like, oh, you need to get that checked out, and I'm like, I will. But he just gave me a warning. Anyways, we're back here next to Chipotle. We're gonna just chill and see if we get something good. We'll see you guys on the next one. Guys, quick little update. Since doing the last drop-offs, we have not done a single order. It's dead. I mean, dead. This has been me, literally. I found this sweater in my car, and I've just been chilling right here like this the entire time, waiting. So yeah. So anyways, we'll see you on the next order. Alrighty guys, we finally have an order here from Ted's Bulletin, 625. Things are going like a mile and a half, maybe a little bit more. But yeah, it's been a rough 3 to 4. I'm telling you, 3 to 4 is the worst. And I mean, yesterday it was bad, but it wasn't this bad. I think we still did something. But anyways, I'm glad that we're finally moving, we're finally, you know, active and trying to wake up, because I've literally took basically like a solid 45-minute nap. I mean, not really a nap, but you know, when you're like knocking like in and out basically. Didn't miss anything. And then I saw that there was a mission going on Grubhub, and I wanted to look at it, but then when I look at it, it says there's no missions. So I don't know why it told me there was a mission, but there is no mission. So, and I'm guessing missions are like challenges probably, so I don't know. If it was something cool or something that, you know, would have been good, potentially, I mean, I might have done it. But it's gone. So, there's that. Anyways, let me get this dropped off. Currently 4:15. Let's go. Alrighty, guys. We got the order dropped off. And it stayed at 625. But honestly, that's kind of what I was expecting, because it was just one entree. So, you kind of know. You know, now if it would have been 17 items, then I would have been like, okay, this should go up in theory. But it didn't. And that's fine. So, now it's 425. And I'm just glad, again, that we did something. Because literally 3 to 4, we did nothing, not a single order, which totally sucked. But hey, it is what it is. It happens, you know. Whew. But then again, I don't want to sound like a complainer, because I don't like watching people that complain. So I don't want to be that guy that's always complaining, you know. If anything, I try to put out videos, show you guys what I'm going through, motivate you guys. The comments motivate me back, you know. It's always nice when someone says, well, that happened to me too, or you know, I can relate to that, or anything of the sort. But can you guys relate to this? Look at this order. One item, sweet green, 7.9 for 10.25. I guess that one isn't so bad, but the fact that it's going out of my zone, and it's gonna be like 5 o'clock, traffic, nah. So basically, we are just gonna drive back and just park and hopefully get something soon. We'll see you guys in a bit. Guys, after playing around with the Grubhub app, I managed to find the mission that I saw earlier. It's earn an extra $14 if you deliver 7 orders without skipping more than 3. So I wonder if that's every 7 orders, maybe. But 7 orders is a lot. I don't even think I get 7 offers on Grubhub. So we're most likely not gonna be able to achieve that. Although I'll keep that in the back of my head. Maybe we do it. I don't know. Currently 4:35. We'll see you guys hopefully soon. Alrighty guys, we just accepted our next order here from Makers Union. Don't really go there that often. Typically they don't really have a lot of good offers, but this one's $7.25. I think it's going like 3.5 miles maybe. And there's also the possibility that it could be more. I looked at the items, they all got like, you know, steaks and stuff, so pricey. Could be more, doesn't mean that it's going to be more, but I'm just taking it for the sake of cash flow and staying active, and it's not a bad order. So the only thing that I'm worried about is if the food's gonna be ready. And I am pretty early. It's supposed to be picked up at 4:50. It's 4:40, and I'm like 2 minutes away, if that, from the restaurant. So we'll see. Alrighty guys, we got the food picked up. It wasn't ready. I think we waited maybe like 5-6 minutes past the pickup time, so it wasn't a big deal. I was actually surprised at how busy they were. I guess a lot of people, you know, after working, because there's a bunch of offices in the town center, so I'm guessing after work they all just go to Makers, have a drink. Makes sense. It did ask me to take a photo of my catering bag, which I think it's a good indication that it should be a little bit more than the $7.25 that is shown, but we'll find out in about 8 minutes. Let's go. Alrighty guys, we got the order dropped off, and again, I'm shocked by the way that DoorDash hides these tips. Insane. It went from $6.25 to I think almost $30, so hey, super thankful. The guy was really nice. He was waiting for me outside. He actually waved me from the road because his house is so easy to miss. Like, first of all, he has a huge driveway. Like, he drove a little Golf caddy up his driveway to meet me. I was like, what? And then I just followed him inside. Super nice guy. But anyways, I don't know what's up. Some of these lights are not working, so they're just flashing, and people don't know how to drive, you know. So gotta be extra vigilant because you never know when something's gonna happen. But yeah, no, it's 5:15, and we're back on track. Let's go. Guys, we have our next order here. We just picked it up from Fintai, 625, 2.5 miles. I had a good feeling about Fintai today, so after dropping off the last order, I just made my way over there because, for one, they kept sending me a bunch of orders, but they were really high mileage. Then I saw that it became a hotspot, and I was like, okay, so Fintai's popping today, so let me just go over there. So I went. I waited maybe like 30 seconds before the order came in, and the food was ready. So now we're sitting around $107, not including this one. So with this one, we're probably gonna be like in the teens, assuming there isn't anything on top. Well, we're still being the teens regardless. I really doubt they're gonna tip that much. But anyways, I don't want to tweak the goal. I know it probably seems a little bit unrealistic to think that we can do 200 by 7:30 when it's 5:25 right now. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep it the same. I think even if we don't hit it, I still want to keep that as the goal. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but it makes sense in my head. So yeah. Anyways, let me get this dropped off, and we'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty, guys, we got the order dropped off. It became 9:25, which is awesome. But you know, it's funny when people leave at my door, and yet when you get there, they're standing there. Just so like, I don't think it's awkward, but I wonder if they don't know. Because to me, I was like getting out of my car, doing my thing, and the lady was like hovering behind me. I didn't even feel her. She's like a ninja. I turned around and there she was, like this close to my face, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. She's like, oh, it's okay. And then I gave her the food, and I was like, but it said leave at my door though, you know, in my mind. Anyways, currently 5:35. We'll see you guys on the next. Alrighty, guys, after dropping off the order, you know, we made it back here to Fintai. I was thinking maybe we'll get something, you know, but this order came along from the Pasta Twins. I've never been there before. I've never heard of this. It's showing a $27 payout. I forget the miles, but honestly, I think I'm still pretty good in the miles department. I'm just curious as to why the pay is so random, like $27, and I think it's 8 items. I want to see if it lets me look at the subtotal here. Hold on. It has 150 subtotal. Okay, let me take a picture of that. A screenshot, I mean. So homemade lasagna, cheese ravioli, French fries. It must be a fancy spot for that to be this expensive. But yeah, it's going back into the town center. So if you look at the route the DoorDash is choosing for me, I don't think that's the best one. I think I could maybe, you know, cut a few miles, not a lot, but just enough to make it even better. But yeah, I've never been here before, so it's the first time going to the Pasta Twins. So we'll see what happens. We have a 14-minute drive to the restaurant. We'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty, guys, we got the food picked up. We only had 2 small issues. The first one being I could not find a restaurant. How am I supposed to know it's a ghost kitchen? Didn't say that anywhere. I called and they were like, oh, we're actually inside Joe's Pizzeria or whatever. You know, I was like, cool, no problem. I walk in, the food is ready, which is a plus, but they didn't have any more chocolate cake. They only had cheesecake. So they were like, can you call the customer? Because we don't have any contact info for them, which I thought was kind of weird. How do they not have any info on the customer? Doesn't matter. I called them. He said, hey, cheesecake's fine. So got the cheesecake, and now we're back on the road. We have about a 16-minute drive back, so it's not too bad. And I'm pretty sure I know who the customer is. I mean, I don't know him, but based on the name and on the little map location, I have a feeling that if this is who I think it is, it's going to be a little bit more than 27. This customer always tips well, always. But I mean, I could always be wrong. I mean, again, I'm happy with the $27 we're going to get regardless, you know? So let me get this dropped off, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Alrighty, guys, we got the order dropped off, and it had almost a $36 payout, which is awesome. So again, I'm not really sure why DoorDash showed it as $27, such a random amount. But then again, maybe they were trying to show it as less. I'm assuming they started with like 22, 23, and eventually until someone took it at 27, I'm assuming. But who knows? Anyways, it's 6:30, so we got basically an hour left, and hopefully we can get to 200, although highly unlikely, but I'm still not gonna throw in the towel. We'll see you guys on the next one. Alrighty, guys, so we have our next order here. We just picked it up from my home Thai bistro, showing 625. I think it's like 6 or 7 items. I think it's going less than a mile, if I'm not mistaken. And I almost missed the order because when I was driving, if I didn't accept it when I saw it, I wasn't gonna be able to turn in time, and then it would have been way more than a mile, basically. But I'm happy that I was able to get on that, jump on it real quick. It's actually going to the same like townhomes, like, you know, from my last drop off. So we're basically almost there. We're literally 30 seconds away. So It looks like dinner is popping. Hopefully we can just keep it going, maximize our money. We'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, we're back on the road. We just picked up our next order from Santini's, showing 625. I think it's like 2.5 miles maybe. The food was ready, so again, I'm just running out of time like always. So I can knock this out real quick. I think we'll be around 167 maybe. So again, probably not gonna hit 200, but we're gonna get as close as we can. Let's go. Alrighty guys, it's finally starting to calm down. As you can see, my shirt is wet. The customer, the last order, he didn't put the unit number, only the building number, and of course he wasn't picking up his phone. What else is new? But we got it dropped off, and now we just got our order here from Fintai. Just took a screenshot here, 625, going I think 1 mile maybe, if that. Yeah, 1.8 miles, 2 items. We're gonna go ahead and accept. It's currently 7 o'clock on the dot, so if I'm lucky, I should be able to pick this up, drop it off, and then do one more before calling it a day, because you know we gotta go to work. But overall, great day. Lots of ups and downs. I get really discouraged sometimes when I'm like, man, 3 to 4 really sucks. Like, why am I even out here, you know? But the problem is, if I want to go home, that's 15 minutes that way, then I gotta drive 15 minutes again. So it almost doesn't feel worth it, you know, to kill the gas and whatnot. Because when I'm parked, I just turn my car off. You know, crack the window a little bit and just chill. So yeah, let me get this picked up here at Fintai. We'll see you guys back on the road. Alrighty guys, so the food was ready. We only have like a 3-minute drive, so we're doing great. I don't think we're gonna have time to do one more, simply because it's almost already like 7:03. By the time I drop it off, it'll be like 7:08. And then realistically, if I don't get an order by like 7:10 that I can pick up and drop off by 7:30, I will be late. And I don't like being late to work, because you know I'm pretty strict when it comes to being on time. So I don't want to show a bad example to the guys. Hey, you come in late, but then you tell me not to come late, you know. So anyways, regardless, if I hit more than 166 each day, I'm going to be able to do 1,000 for the week. So in that aspect of my goal, I think we're doing well. I think we're going to finish hopefully in the mid 170s, if not higher, which again is really good considering there were times where it was just completely dead. But yeah, let me get this dropped off, and then we'll see you guys hopefully on the next order. Alrighty guys, so we got the last order dropped off, and we're gonna finish our dash here at $173.37, which I think is really solid. Again, considering the kind of day we had, we only did 14 deliveries. I mean, I get it, we had some bangers, but at the same time, we had a few that were just 625, you know, 725, and that's fine. You know, a little bit of balance is always cool, but again, back in the day, you could make 25, 30 deliveries. Nowadays, unless you're going to take some low-paying offers, I just don't think that's possible anymore. At least not in my market. But anyways, for the entire week here, so far, we are sitting at $509.77, which is pretty decent, I think. And if my math is correct, for the entire month, we are going to finish at $3,681.30. which in theory falls short of our $1,000 every week. But there were a couple days we didn't dash, you know, my mom's birthday, the day I went out with the boys. So I think overall we still had a successful month. We killed it compared to the previous year, which I don't know what happened, because I don't remember it being slow. So again, I'm not really sure, but I want to try and do a better job of using grid-wise and all my numbers from last year to better, you know, to better challenge myself. So anyways, thank you all for coming along in today's dash. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you guys next time.